How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with another episode of Historic Brawl. Today we're taking out a new commander from Dominator United, as we generally are at this point in the release schedule. And it is Queen Allenal of Ruadach. Probably said that wrong. So Queen Allenal, power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. And if one or more tokens will be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1 soldier. So she's a slightly worse Selesnya Chatterfang. Like, she doesn't have the removal mode and she doesn't make as many tokens. But the effect is similar in that when you make tokens, you get an additional token. So, the benefit of being Selesnya as opposed to Gruul is that you have the Selesnya tribe, which is Selesnya tribe from Selesnya guild is a better way of saying it, from our last Ravnica set. Well, our last non-War of the Spark Ravnica set. Was about tokens, right? You got Tristani here, the guild leader. He makes 2 tokens. You have like the guild's maze runner from a couple sets back who reappeared. And she also made tokens. She, Emmara, I think is her name. She tapped to make a 1/1 token. It's actually more solemn. We could Darien. Darien would pump Queen Anala by 2 because he's a creature, which buffs her power, and then he's a lord. But Song gets us our 5th land out so that we can get Tristani down. We actually don't need the Solemn, like, we have the 5th land drop in hand, so we could just Darien Tristani, and that probably seems powerful enough to get the job done. Oi. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go Darien. Attack. And so the reason we're going Darien is because they're flooding the board and they're is the deck. So I'm a little worried that they're just gonna overrun us before we get out our tokens. Normally we have a cheaper source of tokens, but so Shaman or Wizard? Elemental Wizard. Okay. That's bad. Resolve all. I don't want to, but haven't you done enough, opponent? It's only red mana. You can only, like, strike it rich, which you can then use to cast the aura, but okay. Luckily, Tristani's tokens are actual lifelink tokens. I'm gonna let him draw a card. Like, these 2 are kind of our setup, so I can't afford to have them die. I guess I draw 2 cards. Because he is a wizard. Wow. Very cool. So Commander's an 8/8 now. You see how powerful she is. she bugged? Queen Elena's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. Oh, no, yeah, she's not bugged. I'm dumb. I have 2 lords out. Of course she's bigger than she looks. Yeah, I'm not letting you draw a card anymore. Sorry about that. My commander is recastable. Holy crap, this is crazy. Yeah, I guess. Well, that sucks. We're still drawing the cards. We didn't have enough toughness to block it. Even 8 toughness. That's some impressive stuff going on. And a Jowl of the Stormrunner. This is a new commander too. I haven't played with it, so I don't know quite what the build would be going for, but Harmonic Progeny, Static Infantry, like those aren't bad options. I can't believe I haven't seen this card more often. It feels like so I'm just gonna play my commander again, and then because we drew that extra land, we can Rishkar's Expertise next turn with any hope. If I draw another extra land, I'm just gonna Chromatic Orrery because that seems really powerful. Probably should be attacking to with the lifelink soldiers because they're do haste. No. Okay. Cast sorcery spells as though they had haste. That is a broken ability. Like that is pretty powerful. So you could go Welcoming Vampire into Joriel, and that would make that would make 2 more tokens and increase the power of our commander and draws a card. These 2 weren't in standard together, but they actually synergize pretty well. Oh crap. Well, never mind. I don't want to lose the tokens. So we're going to attack for 10, bring them down to 15. They're not going to block. And then next turn we'll get the Joriel token. So one of the most powerful cards in the deck is probably second tier power behind like Anointed Procession and Parallel Lives is Battle at the Bretagard. That's not the right B word, but it's a battle card and it's Selesnya. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's 6, not 5. Goodbye to your commander. I kind of hatched my plan to draw 10 cards, didn't I? I didn't think they would block, honestly. They used 90% of their hand to make that happen, which I guess is fine, but it would have been better if they had the additional damage. Like, if they had the additional damage, they would have kept their commander. My commander would have died. I'm just gonna draw 4 for 6. That's not. I mean, that's blue mana value. So holy cow, that's messed up, man. I think next turn we're gonna go for the alpha. We're gonna draw a card, and we have the 6 mana necessary to activate Jarrell. So we can give all of our creatures base power 5/5, and thanks to the 2 pumps, they're gonna be 7/7s. Yeah, that probably took too long. We should have just played Jory Elf sooner, and we probably shouldn't have shouldn't have went for the greedier lines with card draw. I didn't expect a counterspell out of them. Like, they were Izzet, I guess. Izzet had a lot of counterspells. Well, it has access to most of the counterspells. All of the ones, not all of the ones in Historic Brawl, but all of the ones in Standard, right? Because there isn't a white-blue counterspell until you get back to, like, War of the Spark, I think was the last one. Yeah, I'll take another white source, because I'm going to need it for Anointed Procession. Gonna get down my Hanweir Captain. Hanweir Captain's actually kind of good if you can get it to flip. It shouldn't be too difficult in a token deck, right? Hey, Dragon deck, how you doing? Well, that's just rude. Here goes my Anointed Procession. I gotta keep the parallel lives. Rude. Alright, so I think we're just gonna march on the end of their turn. God, I miss March of the Multitudes. Like, this was such a cool card. Resolve. Riot. I don't know. So I actually go 3. we're still taking a lot of damage, but... I still have the 4 creatures for, Dude. I think they're just dead. Killing the queen was actually probably right, because it turns Parallels into 3 tokens instead of 2. But, Westfield Cult Leader is actually kind of strong. Yeah, there's no holding back the Horde. Having a cool dragon's cool, but having an army will finish the job faster. Depends on the dragon, though, right? Like, if it's Tiamat, she can finish the job in 3 swings. Army might have a little bit of trouble, right? Like, you can run into walls and other creatures that block the way, so you don't always do 10 power worth of damage a swing. We're on to game 3. We have 2 victories. We're up against Valamakas. When I test ran this deck yesterday before, it didn't do well. Like, it got smurfed on hard. But today, when I'm recording the video, it's actually doing really well. Tokens is a pretty simple plan, though, right? It's one of those archetypes you fall back on when you're not really sure what to do with what you got, right? Our commander, begs you to play tokens, but it's not always right. The druid is done. That's 4 victories for this deck, 2 of which are completely unearned. See if we can go 5. Because we actually want to get a good game in. And I think it would be a first on the channel for a deck to go 5-0. Which, if it does, there'll be no shame in posting the deck at that point, right? Can we beat Aetherios? This is actually a decent hand. Like, it's lacking in white mana, but Guardian Project and Toski are might be good enough just to keep it. I think they are. Free mulligan, though. Come on, we can't be that greedy. Keep, I guess. So this hand is bad if we don't draw a 3rd land. We will just lose. Drawing a 2-drop is not drawing a 3rd land deck. Although Knight of the Ebon Legion, I miss this guy too. He was a cool dude. So the 3-mana ability on Knight of the Ebon Legion is one of the rare cases where, like, an activated pump ability like this was good enough for standard, right? So, like, that was just good enough. I didn't draw land. That's very unfortunate. Could have Rite of Harmony there and then attacked to sacrifice my Emmara. Doesn't seem very cash money, but could have happened, you know? Could have happened. I've continued my One Piece viewing. I'm up to 284, 285 at this point. one of the weirdest things about the show to me is that I get to the point where I'm like, okay, the end of the arc should be here, right? Like, there's not a lot going on. Well, there's a lot going on, but it's like climax level stuff going on. That's what it feels like, right? And then I look at like the episode guide to see if there's any filler coming up or something like that. If there's any skippable episodes like recaps and stuff. And there's like 27, 20 more episodes in the arc, and I'm like, what are you going to do with this One Piece? I don't understand. Let's get some mana going. We can Wrath of God away, whatever they put on the field next turn, and that'll be good enough for us. Yeah, I'm in the Ennith Lobby arc. And there's a post-Ennith Lobby arc too, right? So there's like 30 episodes left in the Ennith Lobby arc, and then there's a whole like 20 or 30 episodes in the next arc. And it's like, what are you doing with this? Like, I know I'm inching closer to my goal, because the thing I really want to see is like the war at Marineford. But if you draw a card, you gain 2 life, and they had to exile 2 cards from their hand. Actually, kind of sad. Because whenever they draw a card, I also make a treasure. You know, when I got mana screwed in the beginning of this game, I kind of thought that we would be just dead. But we're not just dead. Like, we have a Wrath. They don't have their Wrath. The commander is still not coming down. And they're roping. Are they roping or are they tanking? Well, the difference between tanking and roping. Like, the tankers will come back. The ropers will not. And if we win 2 games via concession and then 1 game via rope, that doesn't count, does it? Does it count? We did win 2 games fair and square. Like, we had to fight for our victories. We didn't face the most difficult of opponents, but I guess they were hoping for a better deal from Davriel, and now they're just not about it, you know? Because they had to exile really good cards. Like, a Wrath of God in a pinch is very powerful, and a Wandering Emperor, very powerful. Hey, have you heard of this card? Well, I'm done. I've made my peace. Do you want to let me have a treasure? Like, I could use a treasure. Aetherios is closer than ever. Yeah, I guess. Kept a Mortify over a Wrathagon? I guess that's fair, right? We know you completely trashed our opponent last turn, Davriel. Hoping you can perform the same miracle this turn. I do love Davriel. However, I feel like I get unfairly lucky with Davriel, right? Like, whenever I get a condition from Davriel, it's not whenever you draw a card, gain 2 life and exile 2 cards from hand, right? Okay. Sure. I think I'm just going to pass. I'm going to keep my 2 treasures. So worst case scenario is like if I two swamp, okay. If I play out Adeline and then my commander gets like killed, we're not gonna be making any tokens, right? Cathar's Crusade. You know, I should be running Cathar's Crusade. That is actually a really cool card. I just kind of feel bad for my opponent too because like bad things are happening to them. Trade in a fake land for a real land. Gonna get a white source because those are necessary. Gonna make me a couple. Wow. So her effect actually affects the state that the tokens enter in. That's very interesting. And they're out. Okay. I didn't think they were going to lose very quickly, but whatever. There's 3 real games that we won, and we got 2 concessions in the mix, so 5-0. Very rare. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.